Standing in that hall of infinite mirrors, there's a moment where the sense of self becomes untethered. The eyes try to follow the endless reflections receding into the distance, but at a certain point, they blur. The original observer, the one who first stepped into the hall, the one who feels like me, seems to vanish into the multitude of copies. It becomes impossible to pinpoint which one is the source. This isn't just an optical illusion. It's a profound metaphor for a central human anxiety, the fear of disappearing into other people's perceptions. Who are we in someone else's story? A hero, a villain, a background character, a forgotten memory? And why does this need to be seen correctly? To control that reflection in their mirror? Cause so much of our suffering. We spend so much energy managing reflections, crafting an image for social media, explaining ourselves in an argument, striving for a title or an achievement that will solidify our identity in the eyes of our family or our culture. It is as if we believe that if we can just get everyone to hold up the same flattering mirror, we will finally know who we are. We will finally be real. But the Hall of Mirrors shows the futility of this. For every person who sees us one way, another sees something else. For every reflection we try to control, a dozen others are being cast without our consent. The observer who is trying to manage all these images eventually gets lost in them, exhausted by the effort to be consistent image in an infinite field of subjective perceptions. This dilemma points to a deeper truth. Perhaps the original observer we are trying to protect and define isn't meant to be a fixed image at all. Perhaps it is the capacity to observe, not the content being observed. In the Hall of Mirrors, the one constant isn't any single reflection. It's the light that makes the reflections possible, and the space in which the hall exists. When we identify with a particular reflection, the good person, the successful one, the victim, we chain ourselves to one frame in an endless film. But when we identify with the awareness that sees all the frames, something shifts. The need to be seen correctly by others begins to loosen, because we are no longer sourcing our identity from their mirrors. We are the light by which all the mirrors function. This is the thread found in non-dual wisdom traditions. The goal is not to build a better, more enlightened self-image, but to see through the illusion of a separate self altogether. In the words of some teachers, it's about realizing that the sense of being a separate me is itself just another reflection, another thought appearing in awareness. When this is glimpsed, there is a paradoxical peace. There is a release from the exhausting burden of maintaining a solid self that must be validated by an external world. The observer doesn't vanish into nothingness, it dissolves into everythingness. It becomes a space that holds all the reflections, the hero and the villain, the success and the failure, the beloved and the forgotten, without being exclusively any of them. So what does this mean to live from this understanding? It means releasing the desperate need to control our reflection in other people's mirrors. It doesn't mean becoming indifferent or ceasing to care about connection. It means caring from a different place. We can engage, share, love, and create without the hidden agenda of using others as mirrors to confirm our existence. We can allow others to see us as they do, knowing their view is a reflection of their own inner landscape, their own hall of mirrors. Their judgment or their praise tells a story about their light and their glass, not illumination truth about our source. This is the ultimate freedom in relationship, the freedom to be seen without needing to manage what is seen. This brings a peace that is both everything and nothing. It's everything because when the small self dissolves, what remains feels connected to the whole field. The light in all the mirrors, the awareness in all beings. There's a sense of being the entire hall, not just one reflection within it. And it's nothing because there is no specific, graspable thing to point at to say, that's me. There's no statue in the center, there was just the open space where statues can be imagined and then forgotten. This is the piece of the observer that disappears, not a loss, but a homecoming to the vast, silent source that was there before the first mirror was ever hung. The journey through the hall of mirrors then isn't about finding the one true reflection. It's about walking until the eyes give up searching, until the mind stops comparing, until the heart stops pleading for a consistent image. And in that surrender, the hall itself becomes a beautiful dancing play of light and form. And we realize we were never lost in it. We were the very possibility of it. And in every reflection, in every face, in every story, in every pair of eyes that looks our way, we can choose to see not a threat to our identity, but a fleeting, beautiful confirmation of the one light, playing hide and seek with itself in an infinite hall of glass.